Okay, hello. So today we're discussing carpal tunnel syndrome and how this may affect your training. So just going to be a quick brief overview of what it is and the adaptations that you can do in order to ensure that you can still train normally, but obviously without being affected by it. So firstly, what it is, so carpal tunnel syndrome is basically where the median nerve that basically runs throughout your forearm into your hand is compressed. Now this can be due to being overweight, being pregnant, women in the menopause, because they retain excessive fluid. Factors such as your workplace, if you're doing lots of sort of wrist flexion extension all the time, this can influence your risk of obviously having the problem. However, obviously instead of just focusing on the cause and the problem, we can look at the solution to still being able to train. So what you might find is if you have this is that your grip strength will primarily be quite affected. So obviously your sort of main three fingers here, these ones here are pretty vital for your strength and your grip, and obviously any sort of exercise, grabbing a barbell, grabbing a pulley, basically any sort of resistance training, because obviously you're sort of, you're using resistance, you're having to touch things, you'll find that that will affect your strength, because obviously your grip, i.e. if you're doing a deadlift, your grip is massively important in determining your overall strength, because obviously if you can't grip the barbell with sufficient strength, then you can't, bring it upwards throughout the movement. So one thing that you can do is you can use some kind of straps, so you can get them pretty cheap. My Protein do, I think the straps for literally, I got some like 3 years ago, but I think they're about £2, £3, really cheap. Just straps that you wrap around your wrist and then you put over your palm, and you can just wrap it around the barbell, and that allows you to not need as much grip strength without sort of suffering the consequence of not having much grip strength. And as well as that, you can try and basically emphasize, let's say when you're gripping something, you can try and emphasize gripping with your pinky and your thumb. It's not something that we sort of naturally do, but if you try and sort of mind to muscle, try and do that consciously, you might find it improves your grip. But this will affect your overall strength, because obviously if your grip strength is negatively impacted, then your subsequent strength that comes from that will also be negatively impacted. So yeah, you can use straps, and you can also try and emphasize the grip with your pinky. But that's about it. Hopefully that's helpful, and yeah, speak soon.